Welcome along everybody to Imola, just down the road from Ferrari HQ, and they know a thing or two about pace, and pace today is king. It's qualifying day, and it's great to have you with us.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are, okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 22.1. Leclerc, Norris, Albon, Lawson, and Pierce.
Clean. Hose clean.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. Welcome to Imola, the spiritual home of Ferrari. But you don't need me to tell you that. Just look at the red-clad tifosi in the grandstands. They're ready. Are you ready? For the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. One lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 to the left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, just edging out Alex Albon, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Pierce, Norris, Liam Lawson and Behrman, Webber, Gasly, Stroll and Nico Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Aaron, Esteban Ocon and Pepe Marti, Doohan, Verstappen, Gabriel Bortoleto and Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Maloney, Russell and Andrea Kimi Antonelli rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Davidson. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier, but critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometres an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get a good launch as the race starts. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. P9, you're running P9, keep going. The distance to the leader, 5.6 seconds. That's Gasly ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Webber is the car behind. They're on fresh mediums. Pit window opens in 12 laps time. 12 laps. All right, 31 laps to go now. Pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 3.8 seconds. That's 8th place, you're in 8th place. Okay, gap to leader, 9.0 seconds. Stroll is ahead of you, less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Gasly behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. You've got 10 laps until your pit window opens. Pit window opens in 10 laps. 29 laps to go. Nice move, good job. Gap to your teammate ahead, 4.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're currently 5th. And the time last lap, 1:16.1. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Okay, remember to pit this lap. Safety car, safety car. No. We had an issue attaching the front wing. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us and get back into this race. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. You've got damage to the rear wing, expect some slight impact on performance. Systems all looking good, head down. You've got damage to the rear wing, expect some slight impact on performance. Gap to your teammate ahead, 27.6 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards, they're in fourth. And the time last lap, 1:41.9. Damage to the rear wing. You've got damage to your rear wing. Watch that rear wing. You've taken some slight damage. Systems all looking good. Head down. Gasly's ahead of you. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, that's Aaron behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. All right, 16 laps to go. Okay, clear. I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. P13, you're currently in P13. Our gap to first place, 3.9 seconds. Okay, Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Gasly's behind you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. And that's 14 laps to go. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Wow, lost for words. Absolutely lost for words here.
And Leclerc to the line, to the checkered flag. It's King Charles today. He wins.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
We had drama from start to finish, but in the end, there was only ever one that could take that top spot. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc, Charles Leclerc on top. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Have you got a moment? Need your input.
Hey, Chief. Just a reminder to kick off some research projects. We don't want to...
Boss, We've got interest. There's a sponsor looking to work with us. A sponsor is interested in backing our team.
Okay, I'll be honest. These talks have been pretty painstaking, but we're making excellent progress. There are a few details to iron out, so when you're ready, start the meeting and we'll try to smooth over any final issues ahead of a potential deal.
Good news on this one, boss.
Just a heads up, remember to give both.
Can I borrow you for a moment, boss?
Remember, you need to assign upgrades to both of our drivers to ensure that both are in a competitive car, and that no one gets their nose out of joint.